Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are reading the third Anuvag. Sahanau Yashaha Sahanau Brahmavarchasam Athatasagam Hitaya Upanishadam Vyakhyāsyāmaha Panchasvadikaranēshu Adhilokam Adhijyotisham Adhividyam Adhiprajam Adhi Adhyatmam Tamahasagam Hita Ityachakshate Athadilokam Prithvi Purvarupam Dyaurutara Rupam Akashasandhi Vayusandhanam Ityadhilokam Athadhi Jyotisham Agni Purvarupam Aditya Uttara Rupam Apasandhi Vaiduta Sandhanam Ityadhi Jyotisham Athadhi Vidyam Acharya Purvarupam Antevasuttara Rupam Vidya Sandhi Pravajanagum Sandhanam Ityadhi Vidyam Athadhi Prajam Mata Purvarupam Pitottara Rupam Prajasandhi Prajananagum Sandhanam Ityadhi Prajam Athadhyatmam Adharahanu Purvarupam Uttarahanuruttara Rupam Vaksandhi Jivvasandhanam Athadhyatmam Iti ma mahasagam hita Ya eva meta mahasagam hita vyakhyata veda Sandhiyate prajaya pashubhi Brahma varchasena Annadena suvargena lokena. So these are the 5 samhitas. We have seen 2 of them. Now we come to the Vidya Sandhihi. So it is Atha Adi Vidyam. Now how the knowledge happens? First, Acharya Purva Rupam. The teacher Acharya is required. There is a difference between Acharya and teacher. You know, there are many words which have got their own exclusive meaning which cannot be translated in any other language. Teacher means he could be a cheater also. So, Acharya means the one who demonstrates the knowledge in his acharan is Acharya. Like the teacher Acharya teaches Trividham narakassedam dvaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobha tasmadetattrayam tyajet. Desire, anger, greed are the gateways to the hell. Therefore, My dear students, should not become angry, okay? And you become angry. Therefore, Acharya Purva Rupam. And how do we know whether we are with the Acharya or not? This is the experience of everyone. See, friends, when we listen to somebody, it directly touches our heart. When we listen to somebody, it is rebounded from the eardrums. It doesn't enter. So Acharya Purva. Then Antevasi Uttara. Antevasi means student. So Antevasi Uttara Rupam. So he is the second part. And thereafter what happens? Together they come because Vidya Sandhihi, because of the studies or the knowledge, they come together. So Acharya Purva Rupam, Antyavasi Uttara Rupam, in between center plus Vidya Sandhihi. Then Pravachanagam Sandhanam. See how clear it is. So any creation, in general if you take, any creation demands a minimum of two. That is creation. Now the second part, expansion without creation. See? Like the water expands and is called as ocean or waves. But when the water expands in ocean and a wave, in fact nothing is created. How nothing is created? The water doesn't get born when the waves are born. The water doesn't get drowned when the ocean is deep. So what has happened? We have given names to the same principal water as ocean and waves because our attention has gone away from the reality and we are engaged in the apparent experience. See? And once we accept the ocean and the waves, then we start creating cause and effect. Ocean is the cause, wave is the effect. How simple it is. Exactly the same way. The Acharya Purva Rupam, Antyavasi Uttara Vidya Sandhi, because of the study, they come together. And how? Pravachanam Sandhanam. So they are communicating through the Pravachana, the Satsanga. This is the Adhividyam. Then only the knowledge takes place. Then Athadhi Prajam. Now the creation. Mata Purva Rupam, the mother is the first one. Pita Uttara Rupam, the father is the second one. Praja Sandhihi. Why they come together? For producing the kids. And for that, Prajananagam Sandhanam, then they have to act accordingly. Ityadhi Prajam. See, friends. Therefore, this principle we have to understand. Creation demands minimum two. After they come together, then a clarity of purpose. Praja Sandhi. And then you have to work on it. So when we are coming for the satsanga, so Acharya Purva Rupam and all the students are Uttara Rupam and then the Vidya Sandhihi we have to study. And how do we study? Pravachanagam Sandhanam. In this manner, in every creation, these are the factors involved. Now we come to the next one. Athadhyatmam, about the five together in one's own being. Adhara Hanu Purva Rupam, the lower lips. Then Uttara Hanu Uttara Rupam, the upper lip. Vak Sandhihi, the speech is the purpose for what the lips are given. Jivva Sandhanam, and then the tongue moves and converts the akara into ukara, etc. And as a result, Jivva Sandhanam. If somebody doesn't have a proper Jivva, he cannot talk properly, etc. In this manner, Everything in this world has to be recognized in this. Now, iti ma mahasagam hitaya. Ya evameta mahasagamhita vyakhyata Veda. Now here, these are explained, vyakhyata are explained. Now Veda, now what we have to understand from this? See? So our life must be a perfect balance between the material aspect of the life and the spiritual aspect of the life. Therefore, when this happens, then what will happen? Sandhiyate prajaya pashubhi. So his material life will be prosperous. Friends, spirituality is not promoting poverty. Many a time this is a funny notion. I believe in simple living, high thinking. But it is actually stupid thinking and shabby living. It's very important. Otherwise, it keeps on hanging on his mind. Oh, when I was young, I should have done that. You know, where I learnt it? In Badrinath, there was some group of people. So I also went along with the flow. And in a thatched kind of a room or house, so the pilgrims were sitting, all kinds of people, all languages. And one Mahatmaji was sitting like this. So everybody did namaskar, I did namaskar. And there are 3-4 Mahatmas sitting along with him. So I did namaskar, I wanted to sit down. He said, no, you come here. So I had to get down. And then he made me sit here. Okay. Then, satsang karo. Mahatma. So, you talk in Gujarati. So Gujju's Dokla started. Then, only 5 minutes, don't talk too much. The second one, you talk in Hindi, because there's somewhere Hindi people. You talk any South Indian language. So somebody talk Tamil or Telugu, whatever. Then one person, you talk Marathi. So he spoke Marathi. Then over. They 4 were over. Then looked at me. You look Angrez. You talk in English. So I spoke in English. After that was over, then everybody was I was also going. He said, no, you don't go, you wait here. So I had to wait. And then came the knowledge for me. He said, when I was young, we were told, never talk English. It is the language of the rulers. They are our enemies. Should not talk their language. Therefore, we were hating that language and we don't talk. See? Had I been talking English in his words, पूरे दुनिया में गीता का झंडा गाड़ देता. I said, now तुम अपने को गाड़ो. See, friends, regrets should not be there in life. See? There is one girl, just yesterday only I spoke to her. Swamiji, I said, now tell me, come to the point. What is your age? 30. I said, any plans of getting married? I don't know. I said, I'll tell you what. Later you will regret. Everything should be done at the right time. See? 3 days before in Delhi, one lady came. Swamiji, you know me? I said, no, I don't know you. No, you know me. Jabardast. I don't know you. Who are you? No, she introduced you, who am I and all that. Then, Swamiji, I am 40. I said, continue. No, I want to get married. I said, I am not available. How crazy. I said, why you want to get married? Now I am feeling lonely. I should have got married earlier. Therefore, remember, Sandhiyate prajaya pashubhi. Talk about prosperity as an aspect of spiritual life, not poverty. And also, Brahma Varchasena. and also spiritual evolution. When we understand this Mahasagamhita, what we have seen, how the two factors come together with a purpose. The student and the teacher, they come together with a purpose, Vidya Sandhi. And how it will happen? Pravachanagam Sandhanam. So what is the highest spiritual practice? Satsang. You may do anything or not. Never miss satsang in your life. If you don't take bath, no, never mind. Thank you, Swamiji. I was just thinking about this. Anyway, we don't take bath. And how do you continue? I got tablets. Do you know there are bath tablets?
Yes.
No? I will not tell you. So take the bath tablet, no bath. I have taken tablet. Therefore, the highest important thing in our life is the satsanga. Don't compromise on this. We have to follow satsanga as the most important spiritual practice. And therefore you have seen, we do not get lost into all other things. You must have seen, you must be many professional satsangi, going to different places, tabla, peti, harmonium, and then Nanda ki Ananda Bhayo, Jai Kanaiya Lal ki, all that thing. Now we come to the next anuvak, Chaturtha anuvak. Yaschandasa mrishabho vishwarupaha Chandobhyodhyamritaat sambabhuva Samendro medhaya sprunautu Amrutasya devadharano bhuyasam Shariram me vicharshanam Jiva me madhumattama Karnabhyam bhuri vishruvam Brahmana koshosi medhaya pihitaha Shrutam me gopaya Avahanti vitanvana Kurvana chiramatmanaha Vasamsi mama gavascha Annapane cha sarvada Tato me shriyamavaha Lomasham pashubhis sahasvaha Amayantu brahmacharina svaha Vimayantu brahmacharina svaha Pramayantu brahmacharina svaha Damayantu brahmacharina svaha Shamayantu brahmacharina svaha. So, this is next one. Now, Yaschandasa mrishabho vishwarupaha. What is the ultimate expression of the scriptures or the Vedas? Vrishabha means the tallest, biggest, important. See? And Chandasa in the Chanda, that is the Om. So Om is implying the ultimate reality, which is supporting the multiplicity without becoming many. How simple it is. Vision supports many without becoming many. We support many joy, sorrows without becoming joyful, sorrowful. We support waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi, continue to be the same. This reality is indicated by Om. Okay? And this is, it is Sreshta. Rishabha is the Sreshta, the biggest, important. And therefore, this reality got manifested in the beginning by the Om. Somebody told me, Swamiji, in our Bible also it is said. What is said? In the beginning was the Word. I said, but what was the word? They didn't tell. They didn't know. There's a difference between noise and word. Words have got meaning, noise doesn't have meaning. Therefore, this Om is the first expression of the Divine. Then he became everything, and yet is beyond everything. Therefore, in this Om, all things, what are all things? The relative as well as the absolute, they are included. And therefore, this is the prayer now. May this Om, that is Paramatma, Bhagavan, engage me into all kinds of activities, spiritual as well as material. Engage me. Never think and work on retirement in life. Friends, don't retire. See, about this I'll tell you one experiment. Now I don't think he's very old now. Where is God knows. He was a civil engineer, working in Bombay with some private company, retired. So last day there was a dinner and all that, welcome or going whatever. So I was called there, being a Babaji. We were fit everywhere. So I went there. And thereafter, he said, now I have decided that now I will be serving Swamiji. I will take care of every need of his, right from washing clothes, food, everything, driving, taking here, everything I will do. I will look after his ashram. I said, may I say something? To protect myself from people like you, I have no ashram. Then what should I do? I said, you want to do something for me? Yes. Then you should do what I want, not what you want. See? These ammas give me food, not what I want, what they want. Swamiji, bahut acha hai, khai, please take, please take. No mama, if I take, I'll die. Never mind, eat. So if you want to serve me, serve the way I want, not what you want. Okay, I'll do that. I said, take a job. Swamiji, I said, now you are again arguing in between. Take a job. And to get a job, you apply. You will get a job. And thereafter, you tell me when you get the job. He did it. He got a job in Middle East. A lot of construction going on. So he said, Swamiji, I got a job. I said, go there. He went. And then I said, now tell me, what is your salary? He said, I get 7 lakhs per month. I said, very good. Now I sanction 50% for your maintenance. Because you are working for me. And the remaining 50%, you support that type of student who is not bright enough to get scholarship and who is not any criteria to get everything free. Such students, they suffer most. So such a student, you support them. He started that. Then, after 2-3 years, that job was over. He came back. He said, Swamiji, I can understand the experience, what you are telling me, because I am going through that experience. But tell me what exactly has happened to me. I don't know. I said, you have been working hard for yourself. Work equally hard for the Lord. The joy is unparalleled. Living for oneself is not everything. Learn to live for others. Then see the joy. And that joy mothers experience. When the children are small, they are living for the child. They are not living for themselves. But when the child is grown up, then they take the badla. and the child has to run away. See, friends, therefore, never retire in life. So he said that give me proper understanding. See, हाँ स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासम शरीरम मे विचर्षणम let my body be healthy and strong so that I can serve and jivva me madhumattama let me learn the art of speaking and not barking. See, the speech sadhana or tapasya is anudvega karam vakyam satyam priya hitam chayat. And tapasya of the mind is mana prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha. So let this happen. Jivva me madhumattama. Let my speech be sweet. But if the theme is bitter, how can you speak sweet? So what is the sweetest speech? If you have to talk, Bhagwan ka naam lo. That's it. Do not go in the past or the future. Thereafter, Jivva me madhumattama, then karnabhyam bhuri vishroyam. Let me hear something good by the ears. How can you do that? By two techniques. One technique, hold on to the divine theme, that only you listen. But along with that, there is a lot of nuisance also. Be indifferent. Choice is given to us. Whether we choose to listen something higher and whether we are able to remain indifferent to the worldly things. Therefore, karnabhyam bhuri vishram. Then, brahmanaha koshosi medaya pita. You are the very container of the Brahman, the reality. That means, in that Om, everything is included. See? Manifest reality, unmanifest reality, and yet beyond the manifestation and unmanifestation. You are that, and this knowledge which I have received, Shrutam me gopaya. Whatever I have heard in satsang, may I not forget it any time. Forgetting is our second nature. So what is to be done? In that case, we have to remind ourselves again and again. Don't trust your mind, I remember everything. No. Memory is not reality. It is just an appearance. We have to remain with the divine. Shrutam me gopaya. Then, avahanti vitanvana, and let this knowledge be expanded more and more. And now, the second part of the spiritual practice, kurvana chiramatmanaha vasamsi mama gavasya. Now, let me be prosperous in my personal life. And how it is? Vasamsi mama gavasya. Let me have a lot of cattle population. Meaning what? Lot of prosperity. And annapanecha sarvada. Let I may not be short of the survival food, etc. And tato me shriyamavaha. Let lot and lot of wealth comes to me. And lomasha pashubhisva swaha. Lomasha pashubi means like the sheep, etc. Let me have plenty of them. And what will you do with that? Now, amayantu brahmacharina swaha. Now let more and more seekers of truth come to me. And further, vimayantu brahmacharina swaha. And let them come and learn and disperse to many of them. Pramayantu brahmacharina swaha. Let them learn, understand whatever I am teaching. Damayantu brahmacharina swaha. Let them be self-controlled. Shamayantu brahmacharina swaha. Let their mind be at peace. In this manner, this is the prayer the teacher has asked to the Lord. See? Therefore, what we have to learn is this. The only one-sided life is not enough. Therefore, continue further. Yasho janesani swaha Shreyan vasya shosani saha Tvantva bhaga pravishani swaha Sama bhaga pravisha swaha Tasmin sahasra shake nibhagaham tvai mruje swaha Yatha papravatayanti Yatha masa aharjaram Evam mam brahmacharino dhatarayantu swaha Prativeshosi pramabhahi pramapadyasva. So the teacher begins here. Yasho janesani swaha, let me be known to the whole world. Jane in the public, let me be Yasho, let my glory, prosperity, success be known to the whole world. So it is not going to the forest and disappearing. See? Work hard, be known to the world and demonstrate as an ideal to others. See friends, how many of us have seen Vivekananda? None. But in his absence also, we get motivated by him and his work. This is the real prosperity in life. So Shreyan Vasyaso Sani Swaha, in the same manner, let me be recognized among the rich people of the society and let me be in that divine experience so that I am no more separated from the divinity, although prosperous in life. And then, therefore, O Lord, may you enter in me, that means may you manifest through me. Then, there are many different types of abilities. Let all those abilities be discovered. And like the water goes from lower to higher to the lower, or the time slowly keeps on changing, in the same manner, let more and more students come to me and they study, and in this manner, let me be a support to millions and millions of them till I die, and in this way, O Lord, may I be an instrument through which your work is done. This is in short the meaning of the whole mantra. See friends, therefore unless you are prosperous, you cannot serve others. But prosperity should not corrupt our thinking. Therefore, as I gave example, earning for oneself is a different experience. Earning for the society or others is a different experience. Both places earning. This is how the spiritual life should be a perfect balance, and with that balance only we should lead our life. Otherwise we will later, like that person who did not study English, was regretting. Now we come to the Pancham Anuvak. Bhurvuva Swarati va etatisro vyahritaya Tasamu hasme chaturthim Mahachamasya pravedayate Mahaiti Tad Brahma Sa Atma Anganyanya Devataha Bhuritiva Ayam Lokaha Bhuva Ityantariksham Suvarityasau Lokaha Mahaityaditya Anityena Vava Sarve Loka Mahiyante Bhuriti va Agnihi Bhuvaiti Vayuhu Suvarityadityaha iti chandrama. Chandramasa vava sarvani jyotishi mahiyante. Bhurti varuchaha. Suva iti samani. Bhuva iti samani. Suvariti yajunshi. Now we are talking about the vyavritis. See? Bhurvusvaha iti tisro vyavritaya. You must have seen, normally we think Gayatri mantra is Om Bhurvusvaha. No. Gayatri mantra start from Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayata. Thus there are 24 letters in Gayatri mantra. Therefore, when we do the Maha Anushtan of the Gayatri mantra, that time we have to do it per letter 100,000 times mantra. So 2400,000 times when it is chanted, then one Gayatri Purashcharan is complete. Then what is this Om Bhur Bhuva? We should not start the mantra just like that. Therefore, Namah Shivaya, no. Om Namah Shivaya. Well, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So Om Brahman, Bhur Bhuva Swaha Vyavritaya. And thereafter the mantra begins. So these three things, what are they? Vyavritis. Bhur Bhuva Swaha iti eta tisra Vyavritaya. These are the three Vyavritis. And among them, Maha iti, the fourth one. So Maha iti Chaturthim, this fourth Vyavriti. Mahachamasya Putraha, he said, and he knew that. So, Bhur Bhuvasvaha. Now what is the meaning of Bhur Bhuvasvaha? Here example is given. Then Maha iti Brahma. So Brahma is indicated by Om, Om, Bhur Bhuvasvaha. So here also instead of Om, Maha is said. Now that is Atma, Sa Atma. Anya Devata and all the remaining three, they are the three worlds. Example, Bhu iti Ayam Lokaha. Bhu means this our mortal world. Bhuva is Antariksha Lokaha, the subtle world of experience. And Suva iti Swarga Lokaha. Suva is our deep sleep experience. See? So, Maha iti Atma, that is Atma, and now this Atma is supporting the three worlds. Bhu, the waking experience during the waking state, this is gross world. Bhuva, Antariksha Lokaha, the world of experiences, wherein the gross world is not involved, the dream world. And Suva Swarga Lokaha, Swarga means Swasmin Gati, we come back to ourselves, but we do not know. But all three of them are supported by Maha iti Brahma, and that is Om. See? That is why you must have seen one of the most potent and important spiritual practice according to our Veda Upanishad is Avasthatraya Vivek. We go through three kinds of experiences, Jagrat, Sapna, Sushupti. But instead of taking all the three together to talk about life, we take only the waking one. And therefore we write the autobiography of a person, but it is only regarding the waking. What about the dream and the deep sleep? This is the point of contemplation. See? For every dream, there is a separate dreamer, is it not? No connection between them. And therefore, you cannot write an autobiography of a dreamer. Nobody writes. But about if there are separate dreamers for the dream, it is equally true, there are separate wakers for the waking experiences. The day you will be able to digest this, You have taken a long leap on the spiritual path. See? Because what we think, like you take a garland. So what is a garland? Flowers are randomly collected and they are put together by a thread. Then we start glorifying the garland. How beautiful it is, how nice design. They have done it so perfectly. 4 flowers white, then 2 red, and 2 yellow, and again, oh, beautiful. Then you, after glorifying the garland, then you cut the thread and separate everything. Now, where the garland has gone? Nowhere. Everything is there. See? If this is true, the flowers in Hindi we call a fool. So every waker is a fool. And all the fools are put together by the thread of the consciousness, memory. And then somebody is born. More the number of fools, flowers, big garland. Less number of flowers, maybe hardly 5 or 6 small garland. Only 1 flower, no garland. See? Therefore, old people like me, many flowers, big garland, strong ego. Don't teach me. Why? God failed. Immediately we get hurt, we feel insulted. These days, the children don't respect the elders. Now, what is the contribution that we are grown up in age? See? Is a poor earth running around the sun and our age is growing. See? It is something like, the fan is running and we are getting tired. We are constantly running. See, friends. Now, if there are, like you take a child, scold him, meet me, anyway, never mind, give me something to eat. Everything is forgotten in no time. And if our Maha Mantra, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, there will be only 1 flower. And with 1 flower, there cannot be any garland. This is the meaning. See how deep it is. Therefore, Bhurti ayam lokaha, bhu antarikshaha, subasarga lokaha, and Maha Adityaha. See? And Maha is the Aditya, the sun, and Adityena vava sarve loka mahiyante. Because of the sun only, waking, dream, deep sleep, meaning the life is possible, and that life principle is Om Paramatma. Without the reality, nothing can ever exist. So, Maha Aditya, then all the prosperity happens because of the Aditya. So, Bhu iti Agni, now the second one. Bhu is Agni, the fire. Then, Bhuva iti Vayu, air, fire, air, and Suva Aditya, and Maha Chandrama. And then Chandramasa Vava Sarve Jyotisha Gamsi. Because of the Chandra. Now, what is the Chandra? Now, be attentive. It is said before sowing the seeds, they keep the grains in the open on the full moon night. And from the moon, the Amritam comes through the rays and it is saturating the grains, and that is sown afterwards. This is the old tradition. See? Because the Amrita is for survival. So the heavenly Amrita is there. Now for the Prithvi, the Amritam is the nourishing ability of the grains or the foods. Where from it comes from the moon. And therefore, Chandramasa Vava Sarvani Jyotishakamshi. And the third one is Bhu iti Ru and Bhuva Samaha Suva Yajuhu. So these three Vedas, they are also the same way. And what is the theme of all the three Vedas? Mahiti Brahma. All of them are talking only about the absolute reality because of the Brahmana Sarve Veda Mahiyante. All the greatness of scriptures or Veda is the Om. And further, Bhu iti Pranaha, Bhuva, Apanaha, Vyana, and Suva Vyanaha. Maha Annam. Therefore, because of the food only life is possible, so their prana, apana, vyana is continuously going on, and therefore, because of the food only, life can be sustained in this manner. These four vyavrityas are told. Now the one who knows that behind everything there is one reality, and that reality is our essential nature, and therefore all the spiritual practices ultimately to take us to our divine nature. See? Like whatever you take food, whatever may be the food, whether the food is vegetarian or non-vegetarian or vegan, all of them are meant only for life should be sustained. In the same manner, whatever spiritual practice you do karma or the yoga or the upasana or the whatever or the study of scriptures, all of them are aimed at you have to come back to your own divine nature. See? In this manner, sarve deva mahiyante, all the faculties become functional only because of this divinity. Therefore, अन्नेन वाव सर्वे प्राणा महीयन्ते तावा एतच्चतस्थ चतुर्धा चतुर्थ व्यावृतया तायो वेद स वेद ब्रह्म सर्वस्मै देवा बलिम आवहन्ति. In this manner, whatever field you may be, we have to have one deeply involved commitment to our spiritual practice. So be attentive. Spiritual practice is not becoming abnormal. Spiritual practice is, let us be living our life in such a manner that there is neither a pride nor a guilt. Meaning, live in this world in such a way that no impressions are made on the mind. How? Like listening to satsang. Understood. How many times we hear but the same again, beka bebe donachar. So sarvasme deva bali avahanti. This was the third one. Now we come to the fourth one. Kaha gaya? Shashta? Sixth, na? Okay. Now the yoga comes. This yoga is also very nicely told. Ya eshontar hridaya akashaha tasminnayam purusho manomayaha amruto hiranmayaha antarena taluke ya eshastana ivavalambate sendra yoni yatra sau keshanto vivartate yapoya shirsha kapale bhurityagno pratitishthati bhuva भुव इति वायौ सुवरित्यादित्ये महिति ब्रह्मणि आपनोति स्वाराज्यम् आपनोति मनस्पतिं वाक्पतिश्चक्षुष्पतिः श्रोत्रपतिर्विज्ञानपतिः एतत्तयो ततो भवति आकाशशरीरं ब्रह्म सत्यात्म प्राणारामं मन आनंदम शांति समृद्धम अमृतम इति प्राचीन योग्योपास्व. Now this is for the yoga students. See what we are learning, whatever path we follow, we are ultimately coming back to the one divine nature. We live in the relative world, but we should be focused on the absolute truth. This is the purpose of this particular chapter. So here now Yoga Marga is taken. Ya Eshontar Hridaya Akasha. It is said in our Upanishads that in the waking experience, we are living in the right eye, Dakshinakshi. In the dream, we live in our throat. And in the deep sleep, we live in our bloody heart. 3 places. So here, that is taken. Who is living? I. I am awake. I had a dream. See? So, Esha Akasha Hridaya Akasha Tasmin Ayam Purushaha Manomayaha. Now, who is living in this heart? He is the one who is functioning through the body as somebody. The mind is Brahman in the deep sleep, no more identified with the body, no more personality, no more achievements, no more failures. So, in this heart, Tasmin Ayam Purushaha Manomaya. About this one experiment I'll tell you. There is one lady, I haven't met her for now years together. When I was going to stay with them in Bangalore, so one day she asked me, Swamiji, I am not getting sleep. Whole night I am awake. So I keep on folding the clothes so that it doesn't make noise. I don't get sleep. What should I do? What should I do? I said, Mama, you are realized? No. What should I do? I said, I'll tell you, but I don't like argument and discussion. Okay. I said, go to your bedroom. So we went to her bedroom. I said, demonstrate me how you sleep. So she slept on the left side, took her mala, and being a good Jew, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Ske, Jai Ske, Jai Ske, Jai Ske, started. So I said, now give me that mala. She gave it to me. I put it in my pocket. I said, now do what I am telling. You do this bhavana that you are sleeping, deep sleep. So go in your heart, lying down, and do this bhavana. Now I am sleeping. And how we sleep? Our breathing becomes deep and slow. So play, sleep. Don't do, huh? Do you think we are not doing? And next day she woke up at 8 o'clock. They celebrated Dadi Ma's sleep. What was that? This is that. Therefore, in the heart, what we call Jiva is living over there. And that is the deep sleep. So these are the 3 places where we live. Dakshinakshi, meaning identified with the sense organs. Then the dream in the throat, meaning identified with the movement and the modifications of the mind. And in the deep sleep, we are in the heart, wherein we have withdrawn from gross body and the mind. And therefore, we are free from the limitations of waking and dream. Then where are we? We are in the heart. Because it is here we first manifest. When a child is born and if he is not crying, what the nurses do? Urdhva moolam adashakam ashvattam pravaravyam. Hold that child upside down and flash with extremely cold water. And that creates a kind of a jerk for the muscles. The moment the jerk is created, the infant, unborn infant, has solid lungs. They are not, spacious. They are solid. And once because of this cold thing, there is a kind of a blow to the muscles and the muscles expand. And because of that, there is a vacuum created in the chest. And because of that vacuum, the air is sucked in. Therefore, breathing in is a passive process. It is not active process. How simple it is. Oh, we never know. Is it written in Upanishad? So, tasmin nayam purusho manomaya. Then, amruto hiranmayaha. And he is there eternal. Hiranmaya, bright, shining, meaning very much alive. He is not sleeping, he is alive. Then, antarena taluke yastana ivavalambate. You know, if you see what you call the padjim, there is one small kind of thing hanging. Just, I can't show you if I don't. See? So that is a small little tongue-like. It is said, stana ivavalambate, like the teat of a cow or a buffalo, like it, stana ivavalambate is hanging. And then, Sendra Yoni, this is the Yoni, the birthplace of the seeker to be evolved or to leave the body. Sendra Yoni. And then, Yatrasau Keshanto Vivartate. And where does it go? It goes where the hair starts splitting or beginning. That is the place where it takes you. And then Vyapo Yashir Sakapale. And then opening the cranium, the top, Bhurityaso Agni Pratidishtati. Now if somebody by the yoga process leaves this body or leaves this jiva from the body in this particular manner, then what happens? Bhurityagno pratidishtati. If he is doing this sadhana, bhu, that means the world, I have got this thing, I have got so property, my children, this thing, that thing. So at that time, then again he is born in the same world. Then Suvarityaditya. Then if he is remembering something higher in life, Brahmalok or what you call Gandharvalok, because that is what you have studied, are doing practice. Therefore you must have seen and heard. There are many children, they are born with so much of music in them. They know everything. So this is the second type of birth you get if you are that time at the time of leaving the body. And Suva Itya Aditya Mahiti Brahmani. And in this manner, your thought at the time of departure from the body, that gives you your next life. This is the meaning in short. So Mahiti Brahmani. And if we are thought-free without going to sleep, because sleep is a thought. Patanjali Maharshi defines sleep. Abhava pratyaya lambana vritti nidra. Nidra, sleep is that experience where absence of waking and dream is the experience. Therefore, going beyond the thoughts, then what happens? That अंतरेण तालुके स्तनिवालंबते व्यपोय शीर्ष कपाले भूरित्यग्नोपति भुव इति वायु स्वर इत्यादित्य महति ब्रह्मणि. And when you have the Maha, the infinite, meaning what? At the time of leaving the body, if your mind is free from any obsession, see, then what happens? He, Mahiti Brahmani, he merges in the Absolute. See? In Vrindavan, there are so many trees and plants and all that. According to Bhakti Shastra, all those trees are nothing but the various devatas. Because all those devatas, they were wanting to serve the Lord, and therefore Bhagavan said to the all devotees, the devatas, okay, when I am taking the avatar in the Vrindavan, there you come as the trees. So all of them trees. Similarly, all the monkeys who were supporting Bhagavan Rama, they were also the great devotees, etc. They were born as, because Narayana told, look here, I am taking the avatar of the Nara. Then what should we do? You come as a Vanara. In this manner, we keep on Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, but in a higher way. But those who want to get out of this world, then Mahiti Brahmani, and thereafter Mahiti Brahmani, Apnoti Swarajam, one attains discovery of one's divine nature, then Apnoti Manasaspatim, Vakpati, Chakshushpati, Shrotrapati, Vijnanapati, Etattayo Tato Bhavati. Then he merges with the totality. See? And therefore such Mahatmas, they are able to read our minds, they can bless us. How it happens? Because they have merged with the totality. Then Eta Tato Bhayati Akasha Sharira Brahma Satyatma Pranaramam Manasvanandam Shanti Samadam Iti Prachina Yogya Pasva. And this is how the earlier great saints and sages, they have practiced this, and this can be attained through yoga also. So here also what we have to take is only this, that we are here, whatever path we follow, we have to merge in the Absolute. This is the only purpose of studying. See, now we come to the Saptama Anuvak. In the 7th Anuvak, the teacher says, where it has gone? Pruthivyantariksam Yordiso Vantaradishaha Agnir Vayurva Aditya Chandrama Nakshatrani Ap Oshadayo Vanaspatayaha Akasha Atma Ityadi Bhutam Athadhyatmam Prano Vyano Apana Udana Samanaha Chakshu Shrotram Mano Vaktvaka Charmamasa Charmamasa Asna Vasti Majja Etad vidhi vidhaya rushi avocata Panktam va idam sarvam Pankte naiva panktam sprunoti iti. Now this is, now we have seen the 3, now these are the 5. These are the 5, and all these 5 are supported by the same reality, and that reality is Brahman, and that is our essential nature. Therefore, on the basis of these 5, yesterday also I told you, the world is called as Prapancha. The truth is expanding in the form of 5, 5, 5. What it is that, and how everything can easily lead us to our divine nature is the theme of this mantra. We'll take it in our tomorrow's class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.